Hey everyone, welcome to Real Mongolia. Today I am visiting GANDAN Monastery or GANDAN in full, which means the place of complete joy. So I think it kind of fits now because in Ulaanbaatar there are a few places where you can be at peace, and GANDAN is one of those places. So I can say that this place is the center of all the Buddhism in Mongolia, both symbolically and literally, because this place survived the Great Purge in 1930s. I don't know why they spared this place while destroying all the monasteries and massacring all the monks. Maybe it's because of its historical significance, or maybe they wanted to show that there is a freedom of religion in Mongolia at the time. So this place was built in 18th century, almost 200 years ago, by the order of Bogd Khan, 5th Bogd Khan, and it has been here since then. So as you can see, there are a lot of religious shops around this place because this place is the center of all Buddhism in Mongolia. So people from all four corners of the country come here and worship. So it's also a big business because if you come to the monastery, you have to give offerings and you have to also buy some religious stuff. So it's all part of the game. So Mongolia is a Buddhist country. More than 50% of the population are Buddhists. Even my family and relatives are Buddhists. So this is where all the major events of Buddhism in Mongolia takes place. So the Mongolian Buddhism is unique because even though it's a yellow sect of Buddhism, it's mixed with Mongolia's traditional culture, customs, and even some shamanistic aspects are mixed with Buddhism, and so it's kind of a unique type of Buddhism here we follow in Mongolia. In the far center, that's the main monastery where the giant statue is located, and this one is newly built. It was built about probably 2 or 3 years ago, so most of the main events now take place here, where I will visit pretty soon. And here are spinning wheels. So the main idea of this spinning wheel is if you spin it, you accumulate merits, because normal people don't know the Tibetan language and they can't say prayers in Tibetan language, so they can accumulate or collect merit by simply spinning these wheels. So that's the idea. So this is the main monastery of this place. So just like any other kid in Mongolia, I grew up with Buddhism, worshipping gods and deities, saying prayers. My mother was especially very religious, so she taught me a lot of religious things. So when I was a child, I used to come here a lot with my parents and be amazed at the wonders of this place. As you know, during the Soviet time, Buddhism was repressed, so people weren't allowed to openly follow Buddhism. So after the fall of communism, people started to practice Buddhism freely. So this is one of many stupas in this place, and of course the scripts are in Tibetan, as you can see. Tibetan language is not that popular in Mongolia except for lamas or monks. The Buddhism came to Mongolia in 12th century during the Yuan dynasty, I think. After the great Khan was converted into Buddhism, he declared that the Buddhism as a main religion of the country. So from what I read, he decided to choose this religion because it allows to govern the country peacefully. So some of the scripts are in the traditional Mongolian script or Uyghurchen. I learned it in elementary school, but now I forgot most of it, for which I'm ashamed because this is our traditional script, not the Cyrillic one. The Cyrillic one was introduced to Mongolia in 1950s during Soviet time. It was a forced decision from the Soviet Union's leaders. Personally, I prefer our Mongolian traditional script, and I can read a little bit, but not that much. I used to come here with my mother and father when I was young, with my sister, and to me this place felt magical and very mystical. To me this mystical and mythical, the secretive aspect of Buddhism is maybe something to do with language, because the Buddhism is practiced in Tibetan language. So since most of the Mongolians don't know Tibetan language, to us the prayer, the chants seem very foreign or maybe out of this world. So that's why the Buddhism seems very almost like a fairy tale or mythical thing, because we don't understand what the monks are chanting and what monks are saying. For most people, the chants or prayers seem very magical or out of this world. That's my explanation. So as I said, I was brought up as a Buddhist, but now I'm not really a religious person. I don't know, whenever I come to this place, I feel at peace and I feel calm. Whenever I feel troubled, I come to this place and my mood changes and I feel uniquely peaceful.